Today, the Benedictine Martyrology recounts the life of Saint Stephen Harding, 3rd Abbot of Citeaux and one of the founders of the Cistercian order, who was born in England, received his early training at the monastery of Sherburne in Dorsetshire, and afterwards studied at Paris and Rome. On his return to the north, he enjoyed the hospitality of the monks of Malem, whose mortified lives made such an impression upon him that he remained and joined that community. In the course of time, the monks grew remiss in their strict observance. In consequence, the abbot Robert and the monks Alberic and Stephen left to establish a new monastery. Robert was recalled to Malem, but did not succeed in reforming the monks, whereupon he left for a second time with his 2 companions and 18 other brethren, and settled in the marshy district of Citeaux, about 20 miles from Dijon, where Duke Eudo had made them a grant of land and had built a chapel in honor of Our Lady. Here the monks cut down trees with their own hands and built cells. On March 20th, 1098 AD, they bound themselves by a vow to observe the rule of Saint Benedict in its pristine rigor, and from that day dates the Order of Citeaux. Duke Eudo frequently visited them, was edified by their recollection, and expressed a desire to be buried in their church. His son Henry renounced the world and joined the holy community. After Robert had directed the community for a year, he was ordered to return to Malem, and Alberic was made abbot of Citeaux. This abbot secured the approval of the new foundation by Pope Paschal II in 1100 AD. After Alberic's death in 1109 AD, Stephen was elected to succeed him. During his administration, he insisted upon the observance of poverty. He removed crosses of silver and gold, as well as vestments of silk from the church, and restricted visits from the outside, keeping his monks busy transcribing books such as the Bible and missals. The abbot, having for some reason incurred the displeasure of Eudo, the resources of the house began to dwindle, and he went about from door to door begging for the support of the monks. Nor was this the only misfortune that befell Citeaux. An epidemic in 1111 to 1112 AD carried off a great number of its religious. All signs seemed to point to the extinction of the house, and the blame was laid to the severity of the abbot. Stephen, however, trusted in the help of God and found his reward, for in 1113 AD, 31 young men applied for admission, among them the future Saint Bernard. Within a short time, there was such a great number of monks that Stephen was in a position to found 4 new houses. In order to preserve unity and uniformity in the body, the first general chapter, the first of its kind, was held in 1116 AD. The second chapter was held in 1119 AD and adopted a set of statutes, the so-called Charta Caritatis, which was approved by Pope Callistus II in the year 1120 AD. After attending a council at Troyes and effecting a reconciliation between the king and the bishops of Paris and Sens, he resigned his office in the year 1133 AD and spent the last year of his life in retirement. He died in the year 1134 AD. The Roman Martyrology commemorates Stephen on April 17th, the date of his canonization, but the Cistercians observe his feast on July 15th. Saint Stephen Harding, Child Oblate, pray for us.